This is In the Know for Wednesday, November 20, the 325th day of 2024. There are 41 days left in the year. Good morning, MB, guiding you through In the Know at K105. On Litchfield's Country Station 1039 The Moose, live online at K105.com, via the Apple and Android smartphone app using the SoundCloud, iTunes, or Spotify podcast. We're on Facebook, on YouTube, on the platform formerly known as Twitter, and the hashtag is In the Know. Coming up today, we'll update you on the latest news headlines from around the community, the county, the Commonwealth, and the country. We'll have Thankful Giving Day number 20. We'll tell you about that and the most visited websites, and Netflix still dealing with last weekend. That and a whole lot more coming up today here on In the Know. Settling into my left, rolling Mach 9 with her hair on fire, is my beautiful wife, the beautiful girl. It's B. Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
This time of year, we always talk about how the TSA will let you fly with Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being one of those people trying to fly with a turkey or with cranberry sauce or with...
No.
You can bring Thanksgiving dinner with you. It's possible to transport an entire turkey and all the fixings as long as it's packed safely inside your checked bags. Items that are liquid but have frozen completely solid, like a pint container full of turkey stock, are considered to be solids by the TSA and can be packed in carry-on bags.
Ew.
Can you imagine all that could go wrong in that process?
Yes.
Or if
and
you
the
get
smells,
delayed?
like I don't want to be on the airplane.
Sure. And what if you
that.
get delayed at an airport longer than, and you have no freezer and you start to thaw out? I can imagine it would be not too fun. So just leave the flying turkeys to WKRP, please. He is a 5-time winner of the coveted Ohio News Hawk Award. He's the 2-time Silver Sound nominee, covering every corner of the globe: London, Budapest, Rio, Tokyo, and even Litchfield. He's Sam Gormley and the sports. Morning, Sam.
Morning, Ralph.
How you doing?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm a little worried. I hope you never suffer from IED, not improvised explosive device.
What do you hope I suffer from one of those? Is that what's
No, I hope you do not. But most of the time you hear IED, you think improvised explosive device. This is actually a condition. It's a disorder called intermittent explosive disorder. When you get cut off in traffic and you blow up and you might say a 4-letter word, you might say a swear, you might say a cuss, and then you just kind of calm back down to a normal reaction. That's called intermittent explosive disorder. I think I know lots of people with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's for me. Usually, it's when it comes to the old turn signal, which I had to replace a turn signal bulb this week, and you
did.
It is 2024. Why is it so hard to do that? And I'm not saying it's more just to get in there. Good Lord.
I don't think it's a malfunction issue. I think it's a lazy issue.
I agree.
Right?
Yes.
On the turn signal?
Lack of,
yeah. Now I know what you're saying. Sorry, I thought you were talking about it was a lazy issue on my end for turning the turn signal, and that's why I was having so much issues. I was like, no, it's more just it's all the way down in there.
No, not at all. Yeah, those are hard to get to.
Yeah, I changed. I don't know what light that is called on Anna's car. And listen, is that what are those called?
The driving lights.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
fog lights.
Oh my goodness, I'm with you.
Yeah.
It is hard to get in there.
Yeah. It is also hard, Sam. Have you ever had to jump start your car?
Oh yeah. In fact, I had to. When it was really, really hot, not last year, but the year before, I came out from I think we were doing a volleyball game inside, and nope, nothing. So luckily at that point it was late. We had gotten out late that night, so I called our old buddy Ken Hallett because I was like, who will definitely be up at 10 or 10:30 at night? It's like there's no question, Ken Hallett. And he ran out there and he did it and found out that I had a dead battery. And of course, those things never happen when it's 75 and sunny. It's always when it is 100 degrees or 4 degrees. So switched the battery out and haven't had
They
any
make them
issues
more-
since.
They make them more compact and harder to get to. In the old days, the battery was just sitting there. They were both posts. You could hook to them easily, and now you kind of have to be a contortionist to be able to.
And in the Hummer,
get to it.
we had to do that quite often sometimes.
Yeah, it was pretty frequent. By the way, you heard me mention fog lights. You probably needed them early this morning, and
Last
you probably
night.
needed them late
Last
last
night was
night.
bad.
It was real
We had a
bad.
dense fog advisory until around 8 o'clock this morning, and may still in some real low-lying areas be dealing with it. But we're going to have some midday showers, and we're going to have some afternoon sun. Now, we're going to see a windy and cold Thursday. We're going to see rain and snow showers possible. If you get further to our east, there is a greater chance that you might get a coating, or at least a ground covering at the most. It won't be a road covering, but don't be surprised. Don't be completely surprised if in our area you don't notice that it had snowed by the end of tomorrow evening or into Friday morning. But just should be our first look at even the snow coming out of the sky for this season. We'll see midday showers today and a high of 54, increasing clouds tonight and a low of 37. And then we will see a rain chance of 60% tomorrow, rain and snow, windy as well. See some 30-mile-per-hour gusts tomorrow, a high of 40 for your Thursday in the Louisville metro. So it won't be much better for us. So just be prepared. By the way, Sam, I just realized I think that I did not get to you this morning, so I apologize for that.
No, you're fit. You're fine. I know usually the time that if it doesn't come, it's not coming.
Gotcha. Well, you probably know all the things we're going to talk about this morning. A tractor trailer crashed early yesterday morning in the 3600 block of Morgantown Road, just outside Caneyville. It happened about 6:30 yesterday. Caneyville, Litchfield Fire, the sheriff's office, and emergency management worked a crash at the 3600 block of Morgantown Road. That's Highway 79. First responders found a southbound semi carrying a full load of crushed aluminum cans left the roadway before traveling over an embankment and flipping onto its side. One of the saddle tanks on that truck started leaking, so that was concerning. And firefighters mitigated that leak by placing buffers to dam the stream, and then the EPA came in and cleaned the fuel from the stream. That driver initially reported no injuries, but then later began feeling ill and was transported from that scene after a bit of time. The Litchfield City Council met on Monday evening and did a couple of things of note. A piece of industrial development property that they had speculated on, that the city and the IDC had speculated on. It's about 10 acres off of Basham Drive. They were anticipating that Bell Brands was going to expand to that area, and then those plans for expansion were changed or dropped. And so there's no real use for that property, and I think there's been someone express an interest in it, so they have voted to accept sealed bids on that property off of Basham Drive against about a 10-acre tract. Also, discussion continues about the wastewater treatment plant and a new one for the city of Litchfield. Over the next 5-6 years, they have to start the process now. It'll take about 5-6 years for it to become, I think, to go online. But they're discussing the virtue of where, how big, anticipating growth for the future. I think the conventional wisdom currently is rather than every small town have a wastewater treatment facility, they're trying to go to more regionalized, if you will, so that Clarkson and Caneyville and even Big Clifty, which is likely to experience growth over the next few years because of what's going on in Glendale, that they could all collectively flow into a larger wastewater treatment plant. Means you got, one set of operators, you got one facility, you don't have to do that 4 or 5 times, especially in really small communities like Caneyville and Clarkson and Big Clifty that just don't have the economic infrastructure in order to run their own plant, even though the service is needed. So I think you'll see them go in that direction and kind of prepared for future growth. I think if you talk to most of the experts, the plant we're currently using has certainly outlived its expectancy as far as when it was planned. It was planned for, where is Litchfield going to go over the life of this plant? And Litchfield has gone further than that over the life of the plant, and so it's going to have to be changed, improved, replaced, whatever nomenclature you want to use.
This is the one like across from the old extension office, right?
That's exactly it.
Okay.
Yep.
And is that where they would
is.
put this one, or is that would be a still TBD?
I think that's the desired. I think
Okay.
that's ideally. They
I
would
didn't know
wanna
whether
be
that
able
was
to-
something that you can put on the same land, or if it's once that land's done, you can't build on it. I guess if you get what I'm asking, I don't know.
Well, it's also the old adage that all roads lead to Rome. Every sewer pipe in the city, it right, it terminates right there at that location. So, can it be redone elsewhere? Possibly, I don't know. But if you just look at the natural gravity of the city, everything goes that direction anyway. So if you know where everything is going toward Bear Creek and coming over, so it just is it is likely. It's just a matter of, is the land available, and is the land suitable for what they're trying to do. But we'll leave it to the experts. I think the most important part out of that is the city basically gave the mayor the green light to enter into an executive agreement with an engineering firm to get this further down the line than it is right now. Speaking of assets in the city of Litchfield, the James D. Bevel Park has received a generous donation to build a large water fountain in the park's lake. The heirs of the James D. Bevel and Collectively Outside Foundation partnered with the Litchfield VFW Post 12175 to present a $10,000 check to add a larger water fountain than what they currently have, with lights to help aerate the lake. The one that we have will move further down the lake and still be used. So anyway, it'd be a visual aspect to add to the lake.
That's cool.
It makes all the difference, right? I
Yeah,
don't know what
it's
it is,
really-
but you
yeah,
see a
it's
fountain out
cool.
in the middle of the lake and you think, ooh, it's the Loch Ness Monster is out there. Kentucky lawmakers are considering more legislation to keep tobacco products like vapes away from minors during the 25 regular session of the General Assembly. Jimmy Higdon, the senator from Lebanon, testified on the topic before the legislature's interim joint committee on licensing, occupations, and administrative regulations yesterday. He's drafting a bill to implement more regulations on tobacco retailers. Under the legislation, he testified, he says, this is his quote, "We would license everyone in the state of Kentucky that sold vapes or tobacco products, and it would give ABC enforcement authority over those institutions." I don't know how they're regulated now. I don't know who they have to answer to. Obviously, it's against the law to sell to someone under the age of 18 in that product space. But is it the ABC that's overseeing that? I don't think so, because the ABC, I think the B in ABC is beverage, but they may have wider powers than I realize. But trying to defray the harms of vapes and smoking against our young people. Speaking of, the Great American Smokeout is scheduled for tomorrow. So each year, more than 8,900 Kentuckians die from smoking-related disease, according to the American Cancer Society. So tomorrow will be a good day. And if you need help quitting, or you need some resources, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. 1-800-QUIT-NOW, or the American Cancer Society has a cessation program. I also know that the Grayson County Health Department has a smoking cessation program that you can reach out to our friends there and learn more about. 2 police officers and a suspect were shot last night in Louisville during a struggle over a gun that happened after the officer stopped an allegedly stolen vehicle. One officer was wounded in the leg and the other in the hand, according to the LMPD. Both were in stable condition at U of L Hospital, and the officers, whose names have not yet been released, stopped the vehicle at about 8 o'clock in the Smoketown neighborhood. There was a struggle over the firearm, and all 3 were shot, including 2 officers. The person in the vehicle was in stable condition at a different hospital. Mayor Craig Greenberg said that he visited both officers there in good spirits and on the road to recovery. The UK men last night handily defeated Lipscomb 97-68. It's the first time in school history that Kentucky has made double-digit three-pointers in each of its first 4 games. Not surprising, they like to shoot the 3. The Cats also just committed 8 turnovers on the night and only 2 after halftime. Sam, did you get to see any of the game?
Yes, we were. My dad and I went, so we were there.
You did go to the game.
Yes, yes. So yes, I saw every single play of the game. It was they played well, and it's always nice when you get to go to Rupp Arena and just sit back and enjoy, because it was never any stress, never any doubt, never anything. it was just a really nice all-around performance, and good to see Jackson Robinson bounce back.
Has it made it to with 6 minutes to go? They stacked Arkansas and Lipscomb score over the top of the 6 minutes to go. Kentucky and Lipscomb score. Have you seen that yet?
No, I did not. I did not know.
It's pretty funny. It's just a score comparison for that point. Kentucky will host Jackson State on Friday night. Is this the BBN Classic continuation?
Invitational.
BBN Invitational.
Yes.
It's not Classic.
No, because
I
you have
can't
to
keep up with all the names.
No,
They
because
change
you have to be invited to join the prestigious BBN Invitational. A classic means
Okay.
anybody might be able to be joined. No, it's
So I was then on to something yesterday when I asked if it was the UK Invitational Tournament, which they had when I was a wee tot and even an adolescent. So Invitational is in the name somewhere.
yes, but it's the BBN Invitational.
Okay. Can we just finally agree on something? Like, can we just
Yes,
let's just take a name?
BBN Invitational.
Just pick a name and stay with it. U of L won last night too. They beat Crosstown Bellarmine 100-68. The Knights have actually beaten U of L once, but the Cards hold a 14-1 edge in that Crosstown series. Got to get to a break. We'll come back. Got more on the way. Thankful Giving Day number 20 coming up here on In the Know.
Owensboro Health asks, how are you? Your mental health affects your well-being as much as your physical health. Psychiatrist Dr. Adam Smith helps improve the quality of his patients' lives by treating their crippling depression, anxiety, or other concerns. Find help for your mental health with Dr. Adam Smith at Owensboro Health in Litchfield. Call 270-230-0212 or learn more at owensborohealth.org/Adam Smith.
If you strive for a healthy mind, body, and soul but feel overwhelmed, maybe it's time to talk with someone. Reach out to Fuller Life Counseling Partners. Whether you're seeking individual or couples counseling, family therapy, or substance abuse counseling, Fuller Life Counseling is there to help. Young or old, there are many benefits. Less anxiety and stress, better relationships, increased emotional balance, and more. Heal from within with Fuller Life Counseling in Bowling Green, Glasgow, Litchfield, and Scottsville. Or visit fullerlifecounseling.org.
Gravel, crushed stone, or lime. No matter your project, Katyville Crushed Stone has the rock you need at unbeatable prices. Our new owners have over 30 years of expertise to guide you through your next project. Whether it's new construction, a driveway, barn, or farm, we've got you covered. Our customer service team is available Monday through Friday, and our delivery team Monday through Saturday for all your rock solutions. Katyville Crushed Stone. Call 270-879-0222.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
It's not every day Krispy Kreme donuts get delivered fresh to your favorite restaurant. Oh wait, yes it is. Krispy Kreme at McDonald's. Delivered fresh every day. At participating McDonald's while supplies last. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's not every day that you find out Krispy Kreme is now at Mickey D's. But it should be.
Get any size hot or iced coffee and a donut for $3. Offer valid once per day through 12/22 at participating McDonald's while supplies last. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Thinking about furthering your education? At Elizabethtown Community and Technical College, you'll get a high-quality education close to home at a cost that won't break the bank. Enjoy small class sizes with professors who take a personal interest in your success. Scholarships are still available, making our low tuition even more affordable. ECTC's Litchfield campus is now enrolling for classes that start January 13th. Visit elizabethtown.kctcs.edu to get started. ECTC, College for the Real World.
NVIDIA is scheduled to issue its quarterly financial report on Wednesday. The most valuable company in the world is expected to post earnings per share of 70 cents. The AI chipmaker has a market cap of more than $3.5 trillion. The Department of Justice is reportedly pushing to force Google to spin off its Chrome browser business. That's according to Bloomberg, which reports that the Justice Department is also planning to recommend to a federal judge that Google face antitrust requirements related to AI and its Android mobile operating system. The enforcement actions are the product of the Justice Department's historic multi-year case against Google, which sought to prove that the tech giant has a web search monopoly in the U.S. The Justice Department won its case in August, and a judge ruled that Google broke antitrust laws in both online search and search text ads markets. And a Russian court is ordering Google to pay a fine equivalent to 38,000 American dollars. The 3.8 million ruble fine is for failing to remove banned content. If Google refuses, additional fines could be issued. Tech Report, I'm Mark Mayfield.
Johnny was a schoolboy when he heard his first Beatles song. Love me do, I think it was, and from there it didn't take him long. Got himself a guitar, used to play every night. Now he's in a rock and roll outfit and everything's alright. Don't you know?
Today is Beauty Day. Music, pictures, flowers, plants, people, fun, beauty, and lots of different things. It's Name Your PC Day. Your PC has a bunch of stickers on it, but does it have a name? I don't think it has a name, does it?
I've not named one since Ruby Red.
Yeah. It's hard to replace Ruby Red.
Yes.
And it's Absurdity Day. It's odd that Absurdity Day also falls on Beauty Day. It's, you can say you're absurdly beautiful, or your beauty is just absurd. Perhaps. I'm not sure. I ran across a list. Sam, I want you to take a guess. How many visits monthly does Google.com get?
Oh,
You can
gosh.
guess too. Monthly, how many visits do you think?
Probably in the billion.
Gets.
Yeah. Yes.
Billions.
You think it's in the low billions, the medium billions, or the high billions?
High billions, probably.
I think it's in the high billions. 164.5 billion monthly visits.
I believe it.
When you use Chrome as your browser, aren't you really on Google all the time? Like every time you open a tab to search for something or to, aren't you? So that helps drive the number, but that's where they get you. That's where they're smart. But YouTube gets 110 billion a month. Now, by comparison, you would think Facebook gets a lot. By comparison, 17 billion monthly. So Google at 164 billion monthly, Facebook a paltry 17.89 billion visits. Instagram gets 8. DuckDuckGo gets 4. What is DuckDuckGo? Is that a game?
No, that's it's the conservative Google.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't realize there was a thing.
Yes, it's they don't track you or so. I don't know what it is. It's
I see.
It's
So
something.
It's incognito.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I think that's technically impossible, but Amazon 4.26 billion, Yahoo gets 4.18 billion. I mean, that's kind of, you would think Amazon now, Yahoo is a search, and there are people that still have Yahoo email addresses, so you can kind of figure that. TikTok is a number 11 with 3.64.
I would have thought that would have been higher than Yahoo.
I would have thought so as well, but they're just for as long as Facebook has had, Facebook's just integrated into so many different things. So I guess that's why they get so many visits, because they're the delta for so many things, or at least the on-ramp for so many places that you might go. A new study says shockingly low. Oh, I forgot. Thankful Giving Day number 20.
Yes.
I just about overlooked it. I got busy talking about websites. We're collecting canned goods. Canned goods. That's quote fingers. Just dry goods and other foods for the Grayson County Alliance's Food Pantry. Day number 20. What shall we place in the box?
Today is dried beans. I don't know if we are right. There's a couple things just to keep in mind. Since we are getting near the end, so again, today is dried beans, but you do, once you have your box or your bags together, you do need to call the Grayson County Alliance at 259-4000 in early December to schedule a drop-off.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. If you're doing more than one box, make sure you keep your sets, separated. So.
Okay. Keep them segregated. All right.
All
Well,
right.
it's good advice. Dried beans.
Yes.
Okay.
And one box helps serve 1 in 7 struggling with food insecurity.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
1 in 7.
help out. Do what you can. A new study shows a shockingly low number of Americans will host family or friends on Thanksgiving. Also, the study of 2,000 U.S. adults who celebrate the winter holidays found 42% plan to host in the upcoming months, 19% of whom have never hosted before. I wonder how many first-time hosts become second-time hosts. Yeah, do you think there's a group of people that do it and then go, I don't think I want to do that anymore?
I am sure of it.
You're certain, huh?
Uh-huh.
73%. Most see turkey as the most traditional food for the holidays at 92%. 49% said they'd prefer to serve ham as an alternative on Thanksgiving. In fact, 73% said ham would likely be a main dish for them throughout the holiday season. Hard to go wrong with ham, but hard to go wrong with turkey as well. So I'm pretty much a year-round turkey person myself. I'm not a year-round ham person. I have it, fairly regularly, but not weekly. The study also revealed what it takes to be a good host. 7 in 10 believe it means keeping things informal, inviting guests to wear whatever they want. That's what Sam wants.
And I agree. If I
Who
wear
cares?
my pajamas, to Daddy's like, I don't. Who cares?
Sam wants to wear his tuxedo T-shirt.
Well, and so I laughed and said, I'm certain about the first-time host. It is a really good thing that you enjoy hosting, because when it comes our time to be the host, listen.
We wouldn't do it, or you just would hate it?
I would come up with a creative solution. I don't know if it would be catered or
Like a certain steak restaurant locally?
maybe do a trip instead. I don't know. Yeah.
Sam, did you see the gaggle of chefs at the game last night?
Was there?
Yeah, there were I don't know if all, but several of the local chefs that were at the game last night. So
Oh, no, I did not. I went up and I took my seat and I went down to get some Skyline, and then other than that, I did not move.
I heard a rumor they were trying to collect the ice cream recipe, the famous Arena ice cream that may be coming to, they may be serving that at Steak and Stone. I don't know that they're not. I don't know.
I didn't notice anybody shady over by the, not that they're shady, but you got to look a little shady if you're trying to steal.
I might not eat there for a while after you've called them shady.
Well, I know you got to be shady if you're trying to steal.
All right. I don't think it was stealing. I think I said acquiring.
You got to be sneaky sometimes, right?
We're going to be the Western Kentucky outlet of Rupp Arena ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Since we're west of I-65.
Or dealing with, or whatever it might be, trading a steak for an ice cream or something like that.
Maybe 6 ways to not let goofy family members ruin everything over the holidays. That's probably the thing people look forward to the least. Like, oh, they'll be there.
I mean, what constitutes as goofy?
Well, that's true. Goofy is kind of in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
Not everybody's dinner is going to be a Norman Rockwell painting. We get that. But I think, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So just focus on the things that you can control. Let others help. Have everybody bring a dish, let everybody contribute. Respect differences. It's just 2 or 3 hours, right? It's just a limited amount of time. Just stay in the shallow water. Don't go diving deep. Just, go ankle deep and stay there. Maintain your boundaries. Be inclusive, be sensitive to others' needs, and keep it light. So, how about that rain shower we had the other day? How long can you talk about rain?
I don't know.
Because you can't even say, how's your mom and them? They're like, whoa, you're bringing up my mom? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And there's that.
Fortunately, I don't encounter this much. So, but for those of you that do, I certainly empathize and fortunate that I don't have to endure such. I did read this morning, which became a little bit concerning to me. Having too many pictures and unread emails on your phone might mean you have a mental disorder.
Oh, no.
If your phone contains thousands of photos you have to swipe through to find what you need, or your phone storage is always full because you're reluctant to delete anything, even unread emails, you may be a digital hoarder. Hoarding disorder, which is often associated with obsessive compulsive disorder and is believed to affect about 2.5% of Americans, is defined as persistent problems parting with possessions, even if they have little or no value.
I want to look at mine differently. Like, I want to look at mine that I'm not obsessed with my phone. I'll let the emails just stack up. The number sitting there does not bother me in the least. And it's not that I don't want to let them go. It's that I don't want to go through them.
Yeah.
There's a difference. And that's the same thing with like duplicate photos. You know, you take the same shot of Alea and her Honeyfest poster, and I'm just too lazy to go in there and delete the 6 that didn't work.
Yeah, where the eyes are halfway closed, or she's glancing here, or whatever.
I don't find it to be, I just can't let that go. But my storage, you know my storage issues. So.
I do. But we are also people who have had an ongoing, I think the only thing that we are rivalrous about in the least
Yes.
is who has the bigger PST file.
And it's me.
It is you, because I'm no longer using mine.
It is me.
Yeah, but I have an email arsenal. I don't know if arsenal's the right word, but I have email records that go back to easily 2000.
Well, and what's interesting is mine go back, 2006?
Yeah, probably something like that.
I guess. So, yeah, and I still have more.
And so it is an archive of, now, do I have access to those emails? No, I don't. But I have migrated completely to Google Workspace. Like, I'm not using Outlook anymore because it's comprehensive and it's integrated. And I find if I need to find anything, I have to do a search for it. And I got the proper search string, and it can pull it from my email, even from like 2001. And probably 2001 is probably where my archive begins, because that's where K105.com begins. Yeah. And so I have everything from forward. Now, I have deleted things that are of no longer value, volumes of things, but there are things, though, records, receipts, things that, like, that's where you keep them. But one of my worst habits that I have is if I go to take a picture, especially if you hand me your phone and say, here, take a picture, and I don't mean you specifically. If anyone hands me their phone and says, will you take a picture, I will say, sure. And I'll immediately just start pressing the shutter button, and then I'll count and say, okay, 1, 2, 3. And I might have taken 25 pictures that then later you're going to have to sort through and figure out, well, 24 of those were terrible.
Yes, it is true. So Sam, have you completely converted to Google Workspace?
Yeah, I still use Word for some things, just because the documents that I use are not Google friendly.
Okay.
So like some of my spotting sheets and such that I use for broadcasting, I've tried to migrate them easily into Google, and Google doesn't really like it.
But otherwise you have, see, I'm dragging my feet. Like you can see my heel marks just digging through. I'm dragging them.
I think Sam and I would be closer to being more super users.
Oh yeah.
Of that suite. Period. But you're doing what you know, because you knew Outlook, and I liked Outlook, but then I realized that Google. I never thought I would like webmail better. You would never convince me that I would like webmail better, but I do, and I don't know. It's just the workflow of information is just far better. But we've drifted off topic.
Right.
I think it's my fault that we drifted off topic, but it's not so much. That's the hardest part. You get 3,000 photos, And really, you only need about 500 of them. But there's no good way on an Apple device, to me, to go through and easily compare and say, rid. There's just too many clicks to go get rid of those. Ooh, I accidentally deleted that one. It's so bad now I'm having to take my iCloud photo storage and move it to Google Drive just to get it out of my way, knowing that I still have it if I ever want to have to go through that.
I find that the easiest way, and I haven't done it in probably 4 years, but is to connect my phone to my laptop, pull it up, and do it from there.
Through Explorer.
Yes, because you can see it laid out easier. You can, I don't know. I find it to be the easiest way, but who wants to sit and do that?
The one thing I also will do now is that I'll go through my camera roll and where all my screen grabs are. Like if I grab this, it's like, I need to know this tomorrow. I need to be reminded of this. I have, I get rid of those things. It's like, that's just clutter that you know you're no longer going to need.
Well, and now if you pay like attention there's an album now of like screenshots, so
Yes.
it's automatically grouped in there. So if I've screenshotted, we'll say a recipe or something like that, I can easily go through. But I also don't do that.
Yeah.
So
Hi, Mark. I might be a digital hoarder. This is where you all are supposed to say, hi, Mark.
hi, Mark.
I'll do better. Got to get to a break. Today's Did You Know coming right up here on In the Know.
Are you ready to redefine your beauty? Escape into a world of wellness with Pure Aesthetics and Wellness. Experience relaxation and rejuvenation like never before. Amy Abels and her expert team of nurse practitioners, registered nurses, and weight wellness specialists offer a full range of services. From laser hair removal to Juvederm filler, step into a realm where beauty is inspired by you. Visit us on South English Street in Litchfield. Book your transformation at pureaesthetics.life.
Hey, it's Joshua Horton, Public Health Director here at the Grayson County Health Department. It's almost my favorite time of the year, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we don't want you to give a gift that you did not intend on giving. That's why it's so important that we get vaccinated, not only to protect ourselves, but to protect those around us. At Grayson County Health Department, we are committed to keeping our community safe. Our walk-in vaccination clinics offer both COVID-19 and flu vaccines Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11 and 1 to 3. Visit us at 124 East White Oak Street here in Litchfield, or for more information, check out our website at myhealthdepartment.org. Grayson County Health Department. Together we are better.
At first, I was scared. Where am I going? Who will take care of me? I didn't know what was happening. I felt all alone. Then I met you. You spent time with me. You talked to me. You showed up for me. You give me hope. I'm not scared anymore. My casa is with me.
A CASA volunteer provides hope and consistency to some of the most vulnerable children in our community as they navigate the family court system. Will you be the light for a child in need? Become a CASA volunteer with CASA of the Heartland. Call our office at 270-982-2274. That's 270-982-2274. Or visit our website, casaheartland.org, to learn how you can change a child's story.
Shop Dell Technologies Black Friday event for their lowest prices of the year. The future is on sale today with limited time deals on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. Black Friday is their biggest sale of the year and the best time to upgrade, but it's only here for a limited time. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Ink card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Ink Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
K105 weather from the Wave Storm Tracking Team is brought to you by Smith Overhead Door. SOHD.info.
Twin Lakes weather.
We'll see sunshine returning to the forecast for everyone this afternoon with highs in the 50s. It will be breezy as well with some wind gusts near 30 miles per hour as we head into tonight. Clear skies falling down into the 30s. Watching for rounds of rain and snow for tomorrow. From the Wave News Storm Tracking Team, I'm meteorologist Tawana Andrew.
Today's Did You Know is brought to you by Pure Aesthetics and Wellness on South English Street in Litchfield. Redefine your beauty. Book your information or a consultation with
And yesterday when I was sitting at Thanksgiving lunch,
Yes.
I had a friend that I hadn't seen in a bit,
Yeah.
and she looked at me and she said, "You look different." So Carla's sitting next to me, and she's like, "She looks younger, doesn't she?"
Is being hit with a class action suit over the Tyson versus Paul streaming issues. Sam, you still there?
Yeah, you all just dropped out for probably, you came back from break and then you said maybe one or two words and then we lost you for everything. So everything you just said was to you two. So
great.
Okay.
You might want to give your sponsorship liner again because I don't think that went through.
Yeah. Well, the most important thing you need to know is that Pure Wellness and Aesthetics and Wellness, $250 in gift cards for the holiday season. You get $50 for yourself.
Ooh.
So that will be a
Free consultation.
yeah, that's right. Free consultations. And someone just told her yesterday she looked younger.
Yes.
So
Awesome.
You look different. So, to tell you you've
different, yeah.
had some work done. Cucumber slices can fight bad breath. That's today's Did You Know. Cucumbers can.
Well, and so we were talking about it being on your eyes and then eating it. But, think about it. When you go into like hotels or resorts, they have cucumbers in their water. So somebody's onto, yeah.
They know what they're doing. Netflix is being hit with a class action suit over the Tyson versus Paul streaming issues. Come on, people. So what? Top tier Netflix subscription is at most $30 a month. I think it's like still $29. I don't know. We have it, but I don't know what the total is. So let's just say that it's $30. Let's just go on, round it up and say $30. And let's say it's a month like November, and you got 30 days. Okay, now let's do the math. So you got 30 days, and you got $30. And if you had to divide that $30 over the number of days, Carrie. All right, wait, let me open my calculator app. Okay, $1 a day is what I came to. Did I get that right?
I feel like we're doing math with Alea right now. Yes, right?
$1 a day. Okay.
She could have told you this like 90 seconds ago.
Now you're awake, say, 16 hours a day. All right, we'll throw out the hours that you sleep. And so we'll divide that dollar over 16 hours. And so your issues that you were dealing with for the Tyson and Paul issues, where it was the streaming issues, at most was an hour. So you just want them to give everybody a few cents credit?
I mean,
it's sort of like when you pay for access to, it's kind of like going to a membership club. There's no way you're going to play all the golf, all the tennis, all the racquetball, all the swimming, right? You're going to get your value from Netflix, no matter whether Jake Paul and Mike Tyson were on the platform or not. So I just don't understand who thinks they have some type of legal argument because, I was inconvenienced. Sam, you're not in the class action suit, are you? I feel like I might be stepping on your toes.
No, I didn't watch a single second of it. For one, like I said on Monday or whenever we were talking about it, we had Cougars Friday night, but even then, I don't think I would have watched.
Yeah. Also, no reason for the internet to get mad at John Stamos, because Dave Coulier is not mad at John Stamos. So John Stamos, Uncle Jesse's not going to cut that hair. So he showed up at Dave Coulier's wearing a bald cap. Well, the internet was offended. How dare you? You should have been showing solidarity. If you wanted to be nice, you just would have really been bald rather than being fake bald. And Dave Coulier said, "We're brothers. Keep your negative comments to yourself. How we communicate and how we deal with one another, just fine. I got no problem with my brother, John Stamos." So if he's not mad about it, you don't need to get mad about it. Simple as that. And Fleetwood Mac, a documentary, is announced by Apple Original Films. That is something we know very little about. Like, I've never seen a really good Fleetwood Mac documentary. And if you want drama, they got drama. I mean, that's a legendary supergroup that has more drama than you might imagine. And that will be coming to a documentary. Or as I heard the Brits call it, documentary. They call it a documentary. Is what they have. So there you go. By the way, Billy Bob Thornton wears girl jeans because he has bird legs. Billy Bob Thornton says I wear women's jeans because I got bird legs and they make me look better. Hey. Remember, you do you, Billy Bob.
Right.
You and your blood. You and your blood on your chain around your neck. Got to get to a break. We'll come back, finish it up for the morning. We're going to play Would You Rather coming up here on In the Know.
A lot of people ask, why do bad things happen to good people? How you answer that question depends on where you begin. Atheists, for example, start with nothing. There is no God. Therefore, there's nothing beyond this life. We're born, we die, and everything in between is meaningless. Far from solving the problem of suffering, atheism makes it worse. It leaves suffering completely intact while erasing all hope of finding meaning within it. Faith, on the other hand, carries us through our suffering and offers hope that something greater than our pain is at work, even though we struggle to recognize it in the moment. Let me explain what faith offers this way. Imagine two guys. The first one approaches you with a mask on his face and a knife in his hand. He wants to cut you and take your money. He's a thug who wants to harm you. The second guy also wears a mask and carries a knife, and he wants to cut you and take your money too. But this man isn't a thug. He's a surgeon. His goal isn't to harm you, although there will be pain. His goal is to heal you. Suffering is a personal experience, and I don't want to offer simplistic answers for the troubles you're facing, but I do want to offer you hope. Hope for tomorrow is where you'll find strength to endure suffering today. To speak with one of our counselors at Focus on the Family and discover the hope of faith, call 1-800-A-FAMILY. For Focus on the Family, I'm Jim Daly.
The words you are about to hear are taken from letters sent in by members of the Trinity Debt Management Program.
Dear Trinity, today I'm making my final credit card payment.
Before I came to you, I was in a constant state of anxiety and panic, but now there is hope for my family's financial future.
Working with Trinity made me understand that I'm not alone.
You really do help people.
Your kindness will never be forgotten. Without Trinity's support, I would not have achieved my lifelong goal of becoming debt-free.
We saved a lot on interest and penalties, of course, but the reward was the gift of human kindness.
Trinity has carried me through a very difficult time in my life. You're amazing.
I used to feel so anxious and hopeless. Now I feel grace and peace.
God bless Trinity as you continue to help others become debt-free.
If credit card debt has you down, call Trinity at 1-800-990-6976. That's 1-800-990-6976.
Few things are more important for safe driving than good eyesight. That's why starting January 1st, 2025, a new Kentucky law requires vision screening for anyone renewing a driver's license. Simply bring your completed vision form from your vision specialist to any driver licensing regional office, or get free vision screening at the time of renewal. For more details, go to drive.ky.gov.
A message from Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet.
Point to ponder for today. Would you rather? We try and do this on Wednesdays. Sam doesn't always get to participate, but he's going to get to today. Would you rather never be allowed to leave your home or only be allowed to be there for 1 hour at a time? To be at your home for 1 hour at a time, or you can never be able to leave your home.
But wouldn't you just have a second home then?
I guess. Wouldn't does that mean you have to wake up and then go somewhere else to come? How do you sleep? I don't know how you would do that. Would you rather never feel hot again or never feel cold again?
Never feel cold.
Yeah. Agreement.
I mean, eventually when you shake and you shiver and you just get to a point, you never really get to the point where
I hate
you're hot, where you're...
the numbing feeling of your toes too, and then it starts to itch.
Okay. Would you rather walk barefoot in the restroom or walk barefoot through poison ivy?
Say that again.
Would you rather walk barefoot through a public restroom or barefoot through poison ivy?
See, this depends on what kind of public restroom are we talking about.
But see, Sam, this is why you don't get to play very often.
Yeah.
There's not,
Well,
there's not
I mean-
a lot of caveats here. You have to pick one or the other.
I mean, we're talking about a rest area, or are we talking about, at a nice restaurant?
I don't. I'm still taking the bathroom.
Yes.
I have no confirmation. That I am allergic to poison ivy, but now I know, at one point in time, my dad wasn't allergic to it, but then he was. So I'm thinking, I guess you.
And we still can't explain whatever happened to me.
That's true. So I guess it could
Last
be
year,
some type of
so-
ivy. Would you rather have all your teeth fall out or all your hair fall out?
Hair.
Teeth.
Okay, that makes sense. Would you rather live in your dream home in an undesirable location or live at your dream location in an average home?
Dream location.
Second one.
Location.
Would you rather have really smelly feet all the time or have really bad breath all the time?
Feet. You can cover that up.
It's easier to cover up. Would you rather be a clumsy ninja or a giggly mobster?
Giggly mobster. I just want to be a mobster, period. Okay.
Giggly mobster. Nobody would take you seriously. So would you be
Well, then I could be. Yeah, I could sneak up on them.
What's your mafia name? Giggles. You got Al Capone, famous mobsters. Al Capone and his sidekick Giggles. Today's highlight in history. This day in 1910, Francisco Madero led a revolt against the Mexican president Diaz, marking the beginning of the decade-long Mexican Revolution. Tonight's Wednesday night, so Survivor will be on, and I guess The Summit will be on. Birthdays today. Estelle Parsons is 97. She played Roseanne and Jackie's mom on Roseanne.
Okay.
Dick Smothers is 86. Joe Biden is 82. He may still be wandering in the rainforest somewhere in the Amazon. Joe Walsh is 77. Bo Derek is 68. Mike D of the Beastie Boys is 59. Dierks Bentley is 49. Dominic Dawes is 48. Common Not Forgotten, Edwin Hubble in 1889. Robert F. Kennedy, 1925. Estelle Parsons. Oh, we mentioned her. She's not on the gone. Richard Dawson, born in 1932. Dwayne Allman, born in 1946. Chart toppers for today. 1961, James Darren, #1, with Goodbye Cruel World.
To join the circus, gonna be a broken-hearted clown. Paint my face.
It's my favorite James Darren song, for those of you who are wondering. It's also my least favorite James Darren song. The Carpenters' #1, this day 1970.
White lace and promises, a kiss for luck and we're on our way. We've only begun before the rising sun.
You're getting ready to soon hear their second most famous song, their big Christmas song that the Carpenters have. You'll get that. And then from 1979, I'm not sure that I have ever heard this #1 song before. This is Donna Summer from her On the Radio album. This is called Dim All the Lights. Definitely sounds like Donna Summer, but it's not one that I know. Let's go to 1988 from the New Jersey soundtrack. New Jersey album. Bon Jovi and Medicine. All right, let's go forward to, where are we going, 2000? No, we're going to 97. Leanne Rimes, How Do I Live? I'd like an update on Leanne Rimes in 2024. I'd like to know what she's going on to do. She didn't make that much money. You know, she made a lot of money, but she didn't make that much money. To not be doing anything, as far as I know. Justin Timberlake, My Love, number 1 in 06. All right, and 9 years ago today, Adele, number 1 with Hello. 9 years? Mercy.
Wow.
All right, MB's Pearl of Wisdom for today. The way to get things done is not to mind who gets the credit for doing them. The way to get things done is not to mind who gets the credit for doing them. MB's Pearl of Wisdom for today. Remember, God loves you, and I do too. If you don't know Jesus, let me know, and I'll introduce you. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for another edition of our show. For Sam Gormley, for Beej, I'm MB, and now you're in the know.
Powering through the Twin Lakes with the best mix of music, news, weather, and fun. If it's in the Twin